In this video, I'll be giving you an ultimate guide to the easiest strategy for round 100 plus on Mauer Der Toten. And this strategy is so insane and so easy that literally almost anyone can do this, no matter how skilled of a player you are. When I say this is easy, I mean this is quite possibly the easiest strategy I've ever seen in a zombies map. Now, there are many different strategies on this map to get to high rounds, but trust me, this is the easiest strategy you will ever see on the map. And I think you'll be shocked how easy this is. Now, as we jump into things, I want to make very clear that I am not the founder of this strategy. This was discovered by the MC Zombie Slayer. Pretty much every high round strat you've seen on every map has been discovered by him. But I wanted to amplify this strategy so as many people see this as possible. But once you're done with this video, please check out his YouTube and Twitch links in the description below and show him some love. But starting from the very beginning of the game to set this up, you're probably wondering, what field upgrade does this use? Do I need to put Ring of Fire on? Well, you don't need any upgrade specifically for this, and you'll see exactly why. The only prerequisites you'll need to get to round 10 so you have all the parts to build Klaus, and that includes brain rotting a zombie in front of room 305 to unlock this room. You're gonna get very familiar with this room for this strategy. You're also going to need to get the Wonder Weapon, and if you don't know how to do that, there's a way to get it for free from the safe in this room every game, and there's a dedicated guide appearing on the top right of your screen right now. If you know how to get that and you've built Klaus, you then need to begin the first two steps of the main Easter egg, which is to get Klaus to punch the wall by directing him in front of this wall in sewer access, and then getting the laser variant of the Wonder Weapon to melt the door, granting you access to the secret lab. After surviving a round in here, you're going to be able to pick up these canisters from the warheads and the lure trap. And this is where the genius comes in. So you're going to go and find an essence harvester around the map. It can be anyone in any location. And you're going to be doing this step that you'd normally do of throwing down the lure trap, killing the tempests, and after repeating this twice, you should be able to pick up the canister from the harvester. You'll have this weird glow around your screen while you're carrying that canister. Now, typically, you're supposed to take the canister back to that secret lab room and place it down on the warhead. But whilst you have the canister in your possession, you get given a new field upgrade, which is this atomic blast, which is very, very powerful. Now, the intention of this temporary field upgrade is just to protect you whilst you're carrying the canister back to the objective to complete that step. But this strategy takes advantage of holding this canister for the entire game, giving you infinite uses of this field upgrade, which only takes 5 to 6 zombies to recharge. The one downside is you can't sprint while you're carrying this canister, so you won't be able to sprint for the rest of the game, but you have this incredibly powerful upgrade that we're going to be using full advantage of. Now, if you make your way back to hotel room 305 and stand in this corner opposite the safe, you can watch this doorway, and zombies are only ever going to spawn through this door and to the window to the right of you. And in the early game setup, for you to get your points and perks and tier 3 pack-a-punch, this is all the strategy involves doing. You're simply aiming down this doorway and just firing at anything that comes your way. Every 5 to 6 kills you get, you will recharge that canister field upgrade, and you can pop it whenever you want. Now, there's a specific timing later on in the higher rounds that we'll explain, because for now, it's very casual, and all you need to do is just shoot your Wonder Weapon facing this direction. It really doesn't get any harder than that. No movement required. And this is what I meant earlier when I said that this is the easiest strategy I think I've ever seen in a zombies map. It's incredible. Now, there is only one downside to doing this strategy, and that's during this step of the Easter egg, the game spawns a lot more tormentors and manglers to try and make the step a bit more hard for you. So aside from killing the zombies that spawn in every round, you're mainly going to be shooting these tormentors that are going to be coming your way every 5 seconds or so. These do help charge up your field upgrades, so it's nice to have this constant flow of them even between rounds so that you can be ready for the next round in case you need to pop that field upgrade. Now, zombies also drop tons of salvage and tons of ammo and equipment, so ammo should never be a problem for you. And we'll explain in later rounds when the ammo gets a bit scarce because there's more zombies, more that you've got to shoot. There's an ammo box literally right outside the room. It is absolutely insane. And this strategy also benefits from not having any disciples spawning in when you're in this strategy, which is absolutely bonkers. So you've seen the early rounds, so let's move on to the late rounds, round 55 onwards, where the zombies are at their max health cap, but they're also super sprinting. What's the setup here? Well, I went with having 3 decoy grenades as well as a chopper gunner, just in case I get into any sticky situations. But all you're going to be doing is essentially shooting through that door, like I've said, and you're going to be watching this right window, as this will give you a great indication of the timing that's required to get this strategy absolutely perfect. There's a lot of room for error here, and as long as you're paying attention, there should never really be too many issues where you'll go down and you'll have a really bad situation occur. But essentially, I shoot the door for those tormentors, and I'm constantly watching how much progress I've got left on that field upgrade. As soon as I see 2 zombies climb through that window on the right, that second one doing that animation where it's half into the map, I use my ether canister, and you'll see that you just get a ridiculous amount of kills. It wipes all the zombies that are spawning outside of the doorway to the right, and then also coming through that window. And by the time you've done this, some of the zombies should be running through that door whilst that blast is going off. And if you kill them and then the tormentors as well, you should pretty much get your canister back very, very quickly. Now, what's incredible to me is that on some rounds, you will get about 4 to 5 panzers that will spawn in. And with this canister, the blast from it is so strong and the radius is so far that it will put the panzer to basically 1 HP all the way from standing in this corner. So when there's panzers, I definitely suggest that you pay attention to the sound of them spawning in, and you time it right so that when the panzer makes his way through that second doorway towards the main door, you're ready with that upgrade to just unleash it, kill all the zombies that are spawning in, and it should do enough damage to the panzer that you can take it out in a few shots. And at that point, you should have the field upgrade recharged again, ready to go. Now, in the unfortunate case that you go down, which can happen if you're not paying attention to the tormentors and they blow up a bit too close to you along with other zombies, there are 2 things you want to do. The first is we have that chopper gunner as our support streak. If we get into any mess where you feel like you're about to go down, you can just pull that out and you will be fine. The moment that you get out of that chopper gunner, the zombies will have ran away from you, and that should give you plenty of time for you to recharge your health and even get some kills in so you can get that canister ready to go. But what happens if you go down and you didn't get the chopper gunner out in time? I quickly sprint to this zip line to take me back towards spawn. I throw a decoy grenade down on the ground, and at the buildable bench, I craft another self-revive and replenish my decoys. You're going to be waiting a few moments for this zip line cooldown to end so you can zip line back. And here is a bit of a difficult process to get your perks back, because there's going to be just so much spawning in terms of tormentors and manglers. It's going to be pretty hectic. But you'll notice that you're not holding the canister anymore, and it will be in the safe room where you went down. So you have plenty of time to run all the way back to the West Berlin end, go to the department store, go to the Wonder Fizz and buy all your perks back. And especially if you buy your perks in the order I did of Quick Revive, Jug and Stamina Up, if you go down, you'll still have those 3, and Stamina Up is very good for running quickly back to get these perks. And then zip line down or hop down, and you've recovered absolutely fine. On your way back to the room, be sure to go to the hallway to grab yourself a full armor, and then go back to the safe room, pick that canister up, and if it's not already got a full recharge on it, get working on that. I safely done that by throwing down another decoy just in case. There's a good chance that the zombies that you kill are going to be dropping equipment like decoys, so you can replenish them without having to really worry about running back to spawn to get them during a round transition. And if you are running low in the later rounds, which I felt like I was getting near to, because you will use most of the ammo in your wonder weapon during the rounds, you do have a few seconds from that canister blast to quickly run towards the doorway and just hoover up any ammo drops or anything that might have dropped there that you can grab very quickly before you make your way back. I'm sure the gameplay has spoken enough to show you how ridiculously easy this strategy is and how little skills required. All it needs is just a little bit of timing, watching that window for the spawns, and then just unleashing that canister, then just shooting the tormentors and any zombies until you get it back, and rinse and repeat. The fact you don't even have to move, it doesn't require you building war machines or anything like that and training round in a circle in power. This is as easy as any high round strategy will get, in my opinion. This is very reminiscent of the D Machine catwalk. It is made infinitely easier by the fact that this canister is just so powerful that it makes life just so much easier, especially considering that you get 4 to 5 panzers on any other high round strategy. There is no field upgrade or weapon on the game that will drop the panzers to 1 HP just like this does. It is absolutely incredible. So in this particular run, I went all the way to round 115. I thought that would be a great time to end it. I could have gone for even longer. And in the higher rounds than this, where ammo might become a little bit of an issue because there's just going to be so many more zombies spawning spawning in than what we're used to, getting to 100. You can go for that ammo crate outside if you need to by chucking a decoy or just running out the room briefly to pick up the ammo drops that the zombies leave. Cannot say enough good things about this strategy. It is absolutely amazing how easy this is. Please give this a go if you haven't already. And if you do try this strategy, let me know how you get on in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you were shocked at how simple this strategy is, leave a like rating and remember to check out MC Zombie Slayer linked down below in this video's description. Show him some love for just finding this incredible strategy. Subscribe for more zombie videos like this one. There's a ton of Mauer Der Toten guides on the channel and there'll be more Mauer Der Toten content every single day. And if you like zombies posters, I've recently released a ton of amazing posters. On your screen now is a montage of this new pack of Wonder Weapon blueprint posters. We've got the Ray Gun Mark II, the Ray K84, the Gersh device, and the Wave Gun. Along with this, I have a poster pack of every perk from Cold War Zombies as an individual poster that you can buy in a pack and have on your walls. So if you're looking for zombies merchandise, look no further. There's a link in the description. Go ahead and check it out today.